Hey guys, it's Tony. So I have a little bit of a doggy theory, or not doggy, but Shiba coin theory, and it's been running through my head for a little bit, right? And I wanted to kind of throw out there the statistics of what can happen or what has happened, and why I think Shiba Inu is essentially, creating a perfect storm of investors, new investors. Let's say that before Doggy Coin, you had 10 people, right? 10 people in the crypto space. And because of Doggy Coin, because of that run up, you now have an extra 20 people in the crypto space, right? And the thing is, like, you have the Doggy run essentially brought in an extra, 1, 2, or 3x of new investors into the crypto space. You have no idea how big the mass movement was when Doggy started pumping, right? You had an insane amount of people come in, insane amount of traders, investors that now are in the crypto space because of Doggy, right? We have to give Doggy Coin that. But the thing is, the great thing is that when Doggy was pumping and when Doggy was running, you had the initial, let's say, 10 people in crypto, and you had 20 people trickling in little by little. So you had 10 people, and then let's say Doggy started pumping, you have 4 people coming in tomorrow, 5 people the next day, 1 person the next day, 2 people the next day, and now you have a total of 20 people extra in the crypto space, right? And Doggy pumped like crazy with 10 original investors and like 20 people coming in over a span of a certain amount of time. But now Shiba Inu is essentially in a perfect storm where you have 30 people in crypto that now all have the accessibility to buy Shiba Inu, where at least those 20 people, are maybe 90% of those are going to be buying Shiba Inu because they already saw the Doggy Coin run, and they're expecting Shiba Inu to possibly do the same thing, and maybe 10% of the 10 people that are the original crypto investors, right? So I hope this is making sense. So let's keep moving a little bit forward, right? And why I think Shiba Inu is the perfect storm is Doggy pumped like crazy with 10 investors and like 20 people coming in over a certain amount of time. And now Shiba has 30 people, Shiba now has 30 crypto investors available to it, right? So if Doggy was able to pump super hard and pump super long, it did that with 10 people and then with 20 new people coming in over time. But now Shiba has the solid base of those 30 investors those 10 old investors and those 20 new investors in crypto that are now a solid base. So now what we can expect from Shiba is 30 investors, possibly another 20 or 30 coming in over the span of time again. So now at the end of maybe the Shiba run, where it goes to I don't know where, you'll now have essentially another 2 or 3x on the current crypto investor count. So if you have 1 million investors in the crypto space, after I think the Shiba run happens, just like when Doggy went to 70 cents, I'm fully expecting the whole crypto space to increase by a 2 or 3x. And that's why I think Shiba Inu right now is essentially in a perfect storm where it can do a multiple 2 or 3 of that of what Doggy did. And that's essentially just based off of statistics of what happened last time with Doggy, right? You had 10 original investors, you had 20 new investors coming over a span of time, and now Shiba is starting with those 30 investors. And now there's a possibility of 20 or 30 more investors coming in over the span of time and having Shiba basically end at like a 60 count of investors, right? And I hope my math isn't sounding too complex to you guys. I'm trying to simplify it. But what I'm trying to say is that you have enough people in the crypto space to invest and buy Shiba Inu because of what happened with Doggy Coin. Now you have an extremely huge base of people that can purchase Shiba Inu, and you already have this huge amount of people that already went through the Doggy Coin phase, that missed the pump, that missed the rise, and now you have people that want to do that and get in on it to see what happens, right? Because Shiba Inu can definitely run for a lot longer time right now, I think, than not necessarily Doggy, but I definitely think it has way more upside than the low side, right? I definitely think it could run super crazy high in multiples as opposed to what Doggy Coin did. But I hope my math is coming in a little bit easy to understand, because I do think that Shiba Inu is creating a sense of kind of a perfect storm in the trading in the trading space for at least this specific coin. And after looking at what Doggy did with 30 investors, Shiba Inu can possibly do a way bigger multiple with those original 30 investors and those people bringing in more. And the reason I say this is because I've never done a peer-to-peer crypto transaction until I did it yesterday with a buddy of mine. I actually owed him because he paid for me. We're doing something, whatever, right? He paid $15 for something, right? And I was like, yo, dude, what do you want? Do you want me to give you cash, Venmo, whatever? I'll give you whatever you want. And he's like, you know what? Just pay me in SHIB or pay me in Shiba Inu coin. And I was like, sure. So I sent him over about 1 million Shiba, and it's his very first crypto ever. And that's the very first time I've ever made a crypto transaction in the history of my lifetime, right? So just on that, I'm like, yo, like this guy never had anything to do with crypto. And for the first time ever, his first crypto is Shiba Inu. And that's the first transaction that I've ever made. And it's the first crypto that he's ever done, which got me thinking, you now have an insane amount of people that came in from Doggy that are now basically talking to other people and be like, yo, like maybe Shiba Inu is actually going to be the one to be used as a currency as opposed to Doggy, right? I don't know. But as far as an actual transaction, Shiba Inu is the first one that I've ever done in the history of at least my, life or and crypto life, right? So it's one of those things that you got to think about, little macroeconomic transactions that happen where you're like, hey, if this is happening, this might be happening, 1 million fold over a bunch of different people. And the reason I'm actually transferring this over is because he actually saw the initial Doggy pump and he didn't get into it. And he said, yo, you know what? Let me actually get in on some Shiba because we don't know what's going to happen. And that's what got me thinking. I'm like, hey, everybody knows about what happened with Doggy Coin, or at least heard about it. Now the actual circumstances are happening where people are actually like, you know what? They're a little bit more open to crypto. And that's essentially what happened yesterday, where I paid him back, not in cash, not in just transferring him money in an app or something, but I paid him in crypto. And I think that Shiba is going to be a really good step forward in that sense, where you have enough people that came in the masses from Doggy Coin that are now going to be shifting into Shiba, and it's going to be a possibility of increasing the crypto investor base another 2 to 3x, just like what Doggy Coin did. So like I'm saying, I'm thinking it's going to be a perfect storm. I don't know exactly what's going to happen with Shiba, but I think that it can definitely run super, super hard to the upside. So I hope any of that made sense to you guys. I'll see you guys later. I'm about to walk into work, and have a great day. Bye-bye.